Welcome to WorkSource Pierce Employer Spotlight, a series of video interviews with local Pierce County employers. Developed in partnership with the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation, ResCare Workforce Services, and the Employment Security Department. And here's today's Employer Spotlight.
Hi, this is Samuel Bradshaw with VSHS, Division of Vocational Rehabilitation. Joining me today is Nelvina Heck from KWA Cares. We're going to have another one of our great employer spotlights here. Basically, we're going to ask Nelvina some questions about her organization, the current jobs they have available, and about working for KWA. At the end, she will be able to talk a little bit about how you can become a part of the organization. And if you have any questions, remember down below here, you can, in the comments, ask those, and we'll get to those just as soon as we can. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Nelvina. Nelvina, first of all, welcome, and why don't you just tell us a little bit about KWA?
Oh, thank you, Sam. So my name is Nelvina. I've been with KWA about 14 years now, and KWA is amazing. It's my family. So it's a Korean women's association, and we are a nonprofit multicultural social service agency. So just amazing in the community, been around for 48 years, serving the community and helping people. We have several programs, our domestic violence shelter. We also have a behavioral health program, social service program, and we have in-home care program. So today, especially, we're looking for caregivers. And on our website at www.kwacares.org, you can see a list of any of our job opportunities for any of the programs, and then also apply online, or you can come to our offices too. So thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Yeah, super excited to have you. Sounds like there's a lot of ways to apply for the roles. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the normal recruiting and hiring processes there at KWA?
Excellent. I'd love to. So we would love to welcome everybody apply. So we have 15 different offices, and so on our website, www.kwacares.org, you can see the different locations, and you can apply online, or you can at the location, call the location when you get there. They will open the door for you and provide you a paper application also if you want a paper application. And we are doing on-site interviews with anyone that turns in an application. So super excited about that. So the process, apply online or come to any of our office locations. Call our office number when you get there. The doors are locked because of the COVID. We're keeping our caregivers safe and the clients safe, but we will open the door for you and provide you an application. And you can either go home and fill that out, or you can stay and fill that out. But once the application is filled out, we will do an interview with you, an on-site interview right there with you. So, which is amazing because we can answer all of your questions for you. And we are looking to hire a lot of caregivers. And from there, the interview process, we will follow up. We run a background check, we run references, and then we set you up for the orientation. And the orientation is our hiring, where we hire the caregivers. It's a 2-hour orientation. And after the orientation, there's a 5-hour DVD, which is awesome because it helps the caregivers just understand how important and vital their role is assisting in the community with our clients. So this goes over all the caregiver tasks and caregiver information, and just helps the caregiver feel more knowledgeable and experienced when they're out in the community helping. So once the caregiver has been hired and watched the DVD, they are able to start working for the client, which is awesome. So do you want to put in your application this week and get hired next week? That would be awesome. So it's very fast assisting our clients and our caregivers with the hiring process. So
that's definitely something people can get excited about, I think. So when these folks are getting ready to apply with KWA, when they are going to give you their resumes, their cover letters, their applications, what are you looking for? What stands out to you in KWA?
Awesome. Thank you for asking. So on our job description, it says, be willing and able to provide compassionate care to people in vulnerable situations and have the ability to communicate with people in a friendly and caring manner. And that's the heart of KWA. We help the community. So when our caregivers are out in the community, we want a standard of excellence. We want the heart and compassion to care for our clients and help those in need. So
that's fantastic. You know, so you know me myself, I'm with the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation. I know we have a lot of folks that we work with that, you know, have different kinds of disabilities. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience and KWA's experience hiring and placing individuals with disabilities?
Awesome. Thank you for asking. So first of all, we welcome everybody to apply.
Fantastic.
We welcome everybody. On our website, there is the job description, but you don't have to have any. If you have experience, that's great. If you don't have experience, that's fine. And so we do not discriminate. We're a we're a nonprofit, multicultural social service agency. So we welcome everybody to apply. We are able to work with the individual caregivers, just be more flexible with them. Maybe they need shorter amount of days or longer amount of days, or we try to match them better with the clients. You know, maybe some clients need a little bit more heavier care or a little bit lighter care, so more housekeeping, different things. And so we try to work very closely with our caregivers as individuals to their preferences, what would be the best match with the clients and maybe their skill set that they have at that point. So.
Fantastic. That's great. That's another really big population, you know, that we have here is the military folks. You know, JBLM is very close to us. We have lots of new families moving in every few months, you know, PCSing in, and we have spouses and military members and their children. Can you tell me a little bit about KWA's experience hiring and placing veterans?
Awesome. Well, number one, thank them for their service. So thank you so much. So we are just so honored and blessed to have you part of every community. And welcome to KWA. Absolutely. So sometimes maybe with the veterans, they might, or the military, think that they have to work a certain amount of months or years or a certain amount of time. And that's, you can work as much as you want or as little as you want as far as amount of time goes. So if you maybe are only going to be stationed or have family member here local for 2 months or 4 months or 6 months or a year, don't be afraid not to apply. So we say welcome and certainly apply. So we would love to have you part of our team, whatever the length of time is. So so don't be afraid to apply. I would say that would be probably the one thing is, and we so appreciate your knowledge and your experience. So we'd love to have you part of our team.
That's great news and great to hear, and I know all those families will be very happy to hear that. So outside of that, when someone is applying to your organization, you know, what are the qualities you're really looking for in those new employees?
Yeah. So with the caregivers too, we really want to make sure that because we are working with vulnerable population, we just want to make sure they have that caring and compassionate heart and willingness to assist our clients. And so as far as the caregivers, they could be all different backgrounds. The caregivers could be maybe a house mom that decides she wants to bring in some extra income for the family. It could be somebody re-entering into the work field again. It could be somebody that's retired that wants to come back into the work field again. It could be somebody maybe that hasn't had much work experience and wants to start working in the field. We have the healthcare opportunity of being a caregiver with all the paid training and benefits that we have is just an excellent career pathway. So we encourage everybody to apply, no matter you know what. Maybe you're a caregiver, maybe you're a friend, maybe you're a neighbor, you're in the community. We do encourage you to apply.
Fantastic. So I know one thing that's very important to folks, and I know, you know, to you and I, it's very important, is company culture. I've been blessed to know KWA for over a year now and understand that, you know, they do have a great culture. But why don't you just tell us a little bit about it?
Awesome. So with KWA, they've been around for 48 years, and And that is just speaks volumes that in the community they have blessed so many people with their domestic violence shelter, with their social service. They help tens of thousands of people. They have meal sites available. They help them with getting onto food assistance. They help them get onto to the insurances. We have low-income housing for them. So we just have so many behavioral health program, and then home care is our very biggest program. We do all the state programs, and so that allows us to have a lot of clients that we help all the time in the community. And because we do have that large amount of clients that we do help, we are looking to hire some great quality, a lot of great quality caregivers.
Fantastic. You know, one thing we're getting a lot of questions about right now is changes in the work field, right? So with KWA, I know that obviously you guys have tons of people you're taking care of statewide. What do you see in regards to changes in the next year or two as a result of what we're going through right now with COVID-19?
Yeah, thank you so much. And definitely these are, you know, the times are changing, trying times and changing for a lot of people. And definitely our hearts want to help them and be a blessing. And that's why we continue to serve our community. And so for the caregivers, we are protecting our caregivers and our clients. They have all the protective equipment, they have gloves, they have masks, they have hand sanitizer, they have gowns, anything they need they have. And not only that, they have full benefits for all of their health insurance, whether they're part-time or full-time, they're able to get benefits. And so we also protect our clients that when we're out in their houses, that we're protecting them with all our equipment too. So what I do see in the future is, because we are a nonprofit and we help so many people, is that it will continue just to grow as it has been. We continue to grow every single day. And the need is great for the population for us to be assisting those clients out there. We feel if you have the heart and compassion, you want to make a difference, if you want to make an impact in somebody's life, it's not stocking churros on a shelf, it's blessing people. It's in their houses, helping them. Basic housekeeping, cooking, making meals, doing dishes, doing laundry, just some basic things in there, helping them for quality of life. Then definitely we want you to apply with us.
Fantastic. That's, again, just a really great answer to that. So why don't you tell us about when people are getting ready to apply, is there any requirements that they should be aware of? Specific licensure, training or education requirements, background checks, driving abstracts, or perhaps drug screenings?
Thank you. Yeah. So with a caregiver, as long as they have a current vehicle that is vehicle that's able to, able vehicle, and a current driver's license and vehicle insurance, those are the requirements that are required. We also require a background check. So we do a state watch background check, and then we do a background check central unit check also. Sometimes people may be concerned about the background check, and online you can go to the background check central unit. They actually have a list of any disqualifying crimes. So anybody could just go online and look that piece of paper up. If it is a disqualifying crime, we would not be able to hire them. If it is not a disqualifying crime, our supervisors can take a look at that and just review that information to see if it might be a potential candidate to work with us. So, yeah.
Great news. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect for folks. So they can go on there and take a look and kind of get an understanding and kind of demystify that on their own.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like people to know about KWA and the work and things like that?
Well, I'm just excited to have people. So I've been worked with KWA for 13 years now, and it's an amazing organization, an organization of excellence, of good values, and what an amazing organization. At the end of the day, you want to be a part of something bigger and better that helps the community, that has a great cause, helping people out there. And what's a better cause than that, than helping your fellow person? So we'd love to have everybody apply. They can apply on our website, www.kwacares.org. You can look up the offices on the website and come directly to the offices and apply at the office too.
Fantastic. And right there behind you on the video, you're able to see the phone number there, 253-535-4202, or you can go to KWA Cares to apply for there. Again, you can look up the Tacoma address and you can make an appointment to come in and get an in-person interview. So that's a really fantastic opportunity for folks. Nelvina, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you so much. To anybody who has questions that we didn't get to today, again, down here under the video itself, you'll see a comment section. Go ahead and put some questions in there if you have them. We'll try to get to them as soon as we can. With that, one more time, kwacares.org is where you can apply for those caregiver roles with KWA. Thank you so much. If you like this content a lot, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe button, and you'll get notified every time we do one of these videos. Again, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate your time so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you for watching. Please feel free to contact the employer at the address shown. Tell them WorkSource sent you.